Gotta wrap things
A
up.
nigga just stop playing.
If you're like me, you probably seen Wonder Man. You probably loved it. You probably was hype as hell that they got greenlit for season 2, only for them to edge you once again. And it follows an interesting pattern. And the internet is convinced that Kevin Feige doesn't care about black people. And do I think that there's some validity to it? Not really. Wonder Man was critically acclaimed, Emmys. You know what I'm saying? My boy got nominated. Amazing actor. You've seen him in other stuff that he's been amazing in. Wonder Man's just hit first-ish, second-ish, third-ish kind of mutants introduced in the MCU cinematic universe, you know what I'm saying? And people speculating that Jean Grey is Jean Grey in Spider-Man and the mutant saga coming after 2028. People are speculating,
damn, this would be the perfect time to push Wonder Man. Give him a season 2.
and you know what? We also need Blade. And where the hell is fucking the girl that was in the Marvels? And why the fuck is Captain America not taken serious as a black man? I feel like all those are happenstance. I know what you're thinking. This nigga crazy. He's a raccoon. But I feel like the facts just kind of present it as happenstance. If you look at where Marvel is right now as like an ecosystem and as a money-making machine, I feel like they cut out a lot of the fat and the things that didn't work. It sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. But I feel like after this video, you're gonna come to the same conclusion to me, as I would much rather have these black superheroes better written, put in on bigger stages, with less make or break situations on their back, because at this point in the MCU, a lot of their movies are make or break. Thunderbolts, that was a good ass movie. That shit still barely had Marvel, I think, breaking even, like, which gets me to the first point of why I feel like it's happenstance. You kind of got to go back to the time of the first Black Snub. The Blade reboot was announced July 9th, 2019 at the San Diego Comic-Con, and everybody was lit.
Blade, he's coming back.
He's coming back. Wesley Snipes, we don't need you no more. And if you was like me, you was excited. You seen the first Blade movies. You liked the first Blade movies. I'm saying, from my perspective, I like the first Blade movies. And you wanted to see what the hell they had next. Of course, in 2019, they just gave a blanketed statement that they're developing it and that it's going to come. It's on the way. But you have to look at Marvel as a landscape as a whole from 2019 to now. 2020 happens. We get WandaVision. And that was critically acclaimed first season. Everybody liked WandaVision that first season. Even though I watched the first season, I fell asleep 3 times trying to watch it. But I could see why people would fuck with it creatively. I think they're pretty creative, but I feel like they got the tag of not being creative by taking less swings. WandaVision drops 2020. 2021, Loki drops. Critically acclaimed. And we get Spider-Man No Way Home 2021. And then we get to the 2022s. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. They drop. They make their money back and then some. But it don't get the same reviews. Superhero decline is in full effect in 2022. Then we get Black Panther Wakanda Forever. They make their money back and then some. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 drops, and James Gunn wraps that series so beautifully, and it does well. And hey, Marvel's still back in business. Marvel's gonna be ruling forever. It's a monopoly. But 2023 also gives us The Marvels, which presents one of the other characters I've seen that Twitter was talking about, which was Monica Rambeau. And I think she's going to be a big factor into why the multiverse is taking place how it's taking place, but I don't know if they're going to treat her as such. But let's get back to the numbers. The Marvels had a $250 million budget. You got to think about it. A $250 million budget, that's nothing. Marvel throwing that shit away. But I feel like Marvel had got a wake-up call after dropping the Marvels. It was a budget of $250 million and only made measly $200 million back. This encapsulated the movie industry as a whole changing. These aren't surefire money grabs no more. Just with 200 plus million budgets, they not making money how they used to no more. And so you've seen a drop in 2024. They didn't drop much in 2024. They dropped Echo and they dropped Agatha All Along. Y'all didn't watch that shit. I ain't watched that shit. They did drop Deadpool and Wolverine, but come on, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Everybody gonna go see that shit. But back to the Marvels. The movie showed Marvel that we don't have room to play. A lot of things up until the Marvels was making hella money. And then you drop the Marvels, y'all drop the ball. And I think Marvel is scared now to make the bigger leaps as DC is. That DC's doing niche characters. Sometimes they'll hit like a Mr. Terrific. Or sometimes they'll flop like a Supergirl. I don't know. It's just about playing it safe at this point, and you can see it with their whole I watched the Hall H breakdown, and we're getting the Black Panther 3 with the recasted David Johnson as T'Challa's son. We're getting black actors in movies, but I feel like Marvel is just more nitpicky with what is going to drop. Like, first of all, Doomsday is going to drop, and that is going to lead into Secret Wars, and Secret Wars is going to restart the whole circumference of the fucking universe in that universe. The whole MCU's changing after that. So I feel like it's going to go with its surefires, which is Doomsday, which is Brand New Day, which dropped, which I need to go see expeditiously. Which is Secret Wars, which is another Black Panther by Ryan Coogler. They know Black Panther by Ryan Coogler is going to give you, that shit going to give you about 900 mil. That shit going to give you about $1 billion. They used to running up bills too. Like, Marvel is used to coming close to his bill as much as possible. So when the Marvels is a net negative and takes that much money from the company, that's a big hit. When Thunderbolts is critically acclaimed, but since niggas heard about the Marvels and the last thing they know about is the Marvels and Deadpool and Wolverine, nobody went to go see the Thunderbolts and nobody knew these fucking characters. Even though it's a good movie, it's a big hit. It makes the companies and the show heads nervous of where to put their next foot, which I can't blame them. I can't fault them for that. I feel like Blade also had hella rewrites. It just had different visions. Why drop an incomplete Blade movie when Doomsday is on the ride? Captain America Brand New Day? I mean, not Brand New Day. What the fuck was Captain America? Captain America, what the hell was that shit called? Brave New World. I ain't even need to look it up. That also was a rushed movie. That also was a hella script movie. Why the hell wouldn't you want $1 billion Blade movie? The Blade franchise was like one of the first superhero movies to do real numbers. Like, I don't know. I just can't see them sabotaging black artists or superheroes as much as the masses think or Twitter thinks. I feel like their scheduling just makes sense. Like, and plus we don't know everything that's going to happen after Secret Wars and Doomsday. We don't know. There's big gaps in the whole. Maybe they're taking breaks because superhero fatigue is a real thing. Supergirl just flopped. Supergirl did terrible, and it could be like word of mouth not traveling because I heard it was a mid movie. I haven't seen it yet. Still, might just wait for it to come to Prime Video. I feel like after Secret Wars, we'll have a clearer picture of where Blade is. Monica Rambeau, she's important to the MCU, but I don't know if Marvel even think enough people went to go see that movie to even connect her to Doomsday or anything. Like, people are complaining they haven't seen her. Y'all didn't go see the movie. Y'all didn't go see the Marvels. Y'all said fuck the Marvels. People didn't actually go see these movies, and I feel like if they would have actually like was how they were online and showed up for these processes, then we would have got a little bit more showing of Monica Rambeau. And plus, I don't even know where else we could see Monica Rambeau, to be honest. Like, the last time we seen the lady, she was in the X-Men universe. When were we gonna see the X-Men universe besides Doomsday? She still could be in Doomsday for all we know. We don't know. I'd rather I get a finished Blade movie and everything's dot the I's, crossing T's, than rushing it out just to appease everybody. I feel like the Marvel Universe fitting in a vampire guy find vampires and shit. I don't know what city Blade is even in. Is he in like Chicago? I don't know. But I feel like it's just, that would be hard as fuck to fit into the cinematic universe of it all. And I feel like Ghost Rider is in 2028, and I think it will serve as like an introduction to Blade eventually. Ghost Rider with Ryan Gosling, that's just gonna sell. Project Hail Mary was critically acclaimed and is a super big box office winner. Like, I feel like they're only going for surefire money, and I feel like that is gonna lead into what we really, really want. Who knows? Sam Wilson in this Doomsday, he might not get his ass beat. I don't know, bro. Doom look like he's coming to whoops niggas, bro. He look like he coming to whoop niggas, bro. So I don't know. He might get his ass beat. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, I'm hoping for him. And as for Wonder Man, I feel like Destin Dave Creighton has so much on his plate after Spider-Man just was a critically acclaimed. They wanted Shang-Chi 2. Is he doing Secret War? I don't know. I think he had 3. His third was probably Wonder Man. But I feel like with what he's finna be doing, like, Spider-Man was just critically acclaimed. It's finna be probably the biggest Spider-Man to ever sell. Marvel's gonna milk this nigga dry. So a Wonder Man show, it would just be hard to fit in the new MCU that is going to take path. Like, where would Wonder Man fit during the events of Doomsday? Because it's gonna be the middle. It's gonna be Doomsday, then it's gonna be a whole nother year, and then Secret War is gonna be at the end of the year. Where is Wonder Man gonna be during Doomsday? In the middle of it? Is he gonna be on Battle World acting? We just gotta think clerical. Let's jump to race when race actually means something. I feel like this is just a happenstance pattern. And hey, my brothers and sisters, come on, we gonna get it. We gonna get it. Keep being loud, but let's not call these niggas racist. You'll see, okay, damn, they going down a new direction. They only going for surefire money. Blade has been in production hell forever. Yesterday, Creighton, he just did Spider-Man. Doomsday is coming up. Shang-Chi 2 is coming up. He probably ain't gonna have time to direct and have the best Wonder Man season 2 show. Hopefully we can get Wonder Man in the MCU, which I think he will be in the MCU. Keep being loud about it. Say, if we could get on Wonder Man, if we could get loud about it and say, hey, save Wonder Man, hashtag save Wonder Man, I'm happy. But Marvel, I don't think they're racist, bro. I don't think they're racist. I don't know.